Hi, I'm Sailor Mars Ray here, and today I'm going to talk about something that, you know, goes on YouTube, but not as much as it used to, but it probably still does go on YouWatch. Now, back in the day, everyone was afraid of, being falsely told on, you know, that you did something wrong. Now, that's not to say that there aren't folk on YouTube that were doing wrong, you know, because there is, and then there were those who never did nothing wrong, but someone at YouTube fell for the stunt. Now I know YouTube has now shifted the new strike layout or upmake for how they go by giving out warnings and actually putting strikes and how the handicap goes. You know, so anyway, but still to this day, there is still a hang up or a downside when it comes to someone being told that they did something wrong with someone's ownership of whatever it happens to be when they didn't. And this tends to happen when someone's using fair use or okay to work with. I mean, it's all right to have or work with, we'll call it, since K is really a Hellenic borrowed word, learned word. And that still happens to this day. Sadly, yeah, it still does happen to this day. Um, why? I do not know. You know, I guess there are some folk and some businesses out there who don't think that you should have the right to talk about or show or make fun of or seek wrong with what they're making or what they're doing, I guess. That's my only guess I come up with. Now, luckily, I have never gotten in a hang up or a downside and never gotten in a bind with ownership over anything on any of our old YouTube channels, and even the one we have now. You know, so I don't know how bad that is, but there are folks out there, YouTube watchmates, or in standard English, YouTube partners, who go through that every day, but even non-mates also go through it too. Now, some folks out there, they know this will happen. They know that some of the big YouTubers, maybe even some of the smaller ones, that they know this. It's like a hang up, a downside. And they're constantly always, being wary of it. So they're always, you know, constantly, always fighting it. Now, as I said, luckily, we never had to deal with that. That was never a hang up or a downside for us on YouTube, since we never really did anything that someone would say, oh, that's our ownership. Now, there's a lot of folks out there who would say that the ownership laws of the United States have to be shifted. But as of 1975, I don't know, maybe there were updates to it. I don't know. But apparently there is a thing called all right to use, all right to work with, or all right to have, since use is a Latin borrowed learned word. Now, I'm not going to say that I know how it works. I'm not going to say that I understand everything that goes into it, but we never did anything on our other channels and never got us in that bind. But still, this day, that still is a hang up or a downside on YouTube. If you're going to be either talking about, making fun of, or seeking wrong with, or he's showing likenesses of folks or films or for Farseer shows, or film games or just whatever. That's still going to be there, and that's still the downside and the hang up for anyone that does that. Now, some folks out there might wonder why. Some folks out there might say, why is it that way? Well, I don't know. Half of those are being told on are not even true owners, but just those that want to get some folks in mishap. Others are probably folks and businesses that didn't like their thing being made fun of, didn't like their thing being seeked wrong with, or didn't like someone talking about it, or for whatever ground, sake, or why, they just didn't like someone working with it when under the law it was okay to work with, I guess. I really do not know. And there are some businesses that are really bad when it comes to this. Now, Vericom, I don't know if they're still being bad like this, but I know Vericom was really bad when it came to that. You could not make fun of, you could not seek wrong with, and you could not show off any of their things, even if it was 30 seconds, even if it was only for even if it was, you were not allowed. Well, you were not let to do it. Or at least according to them, you were not let to do it. So they were bad at this. I can't speak about other businesses or other folk because I don't know. But at the end of the day, it still is a hang up or a downside for anyone who's on YouTube and wants to, I don't know, show a likeness of a film or a Farseer show or a film game, and either make fun of it or seek wrong with it or something, or put their thoughts on it. It's still going to be a hang up and a downside for a long time to come. And at the end of the day, the new YouTube strike layout upmake only applies to followership on YouTube, not to ownership. So that's a whole unlike layup upmake, and it doesn't apply to that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is sad, but it is what it is. That's it. I'm Sailor Mars Ray, and I hope you like this. I'm Sailor Mars Ray, and I hope you like this movie.